Hail there, my stylish lady. You're just dying to see this show, aren't you? You can try to hide it, but I know what a woman wants.
Maybe. Maybe not. Either way, I don't have an ID to reach the theater.
No worries about that. I can get you a special ticket at a special price.
A ticket, huh?
Oh, you playing innocent? I'm sure you know about the sneaking in special. I help the poor visitors to our fair city, people who don't have the requisite IDs, to see our most famous sight, the show in our illustrious theater. And I'm the only option they've got.
So I buy a ticket and you get me in to see the show, and I've nothing to go on but your word.
My word is good, but I can't offer any guarantees. I mean, who knows if you'll make it back alive? That depends on Lady Luck. So put your trust in Fortuna and your money in my pocket.
Fine. But how about a few more details?
I knew you were up for it. All right, let me explain to you the brilliance of my little tour, shall I? It starts next to the monorail track. You know, the one that carries supplies from the industrial area. Up on that track, you'll find some of the best views in the city. If you know where to look, that is. I can take you up on the track from the industrial area and get you set up all nice and comfy. A perch with a view. You'll be able to see the Augur's Quarter and the theater.
Sounds easy enough. So where does Lady Luck come into it?
Well, the tour's not without danger. The chaos infusions have been hitting the industrial area real hard these days. You might have to fight more than just desperate tourists on your way to the best seats. I don't guarantee your safe arrival or return. All I guarantee is I'm the only way in. Not that it looks like you have plans of actually sitting down and watching a thing, my lady.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. None of my business to say where you might be going or who you might be going after. I'm sure the Saviour plays her cards close to her chest.
Gee, was it the posters around town that tipped you off?
I could sell you out to the palace guard, you know, make a pretty profit. I guess you'll also have to depend on your luck to see that I don't just do that, Now, don't you feel like coughing up and buying a ticket to my tour? I'll even give you a special price just for you.
Rip off.
If you want to betray me to the authorities, go ahead. But watch your back if you do.
Ooh, look out for the big bad Saviour. A ticket for one. Time's on the ticket. Be in the industrial area by then or you'll miss your chance for the show. One of my helpers will be in front of the gate to the industrial area. Give them that ticket and they'll take real good care of you. You know the area, right? Past Central Avenue and then across the sand in the lower city. We leave on the dot, so don't you dawdle or you'll have to wait for the next tour. Thank you for your business, my good lady.
6 p.m. That means I have some time to kill.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Saviour. She has rose-colored hair and is
That is a big scythe.
They're asked to report first
Dang.
description to the nearest security. This is a broadcast from the Public Safety Office, Yusnaan branch of the Order of Salvation. A warrant has been
don't.
issued for the
Oh, I guess I should really sheath my sword.
She is armed and considered extremely
Can't really start hacking things. Let's see here.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Saviour.
I guess what we could do is we could head back to Luxarian.
Citizens are asked to report persons.
If we head back to Luxarian, we can wrap up some of those other quests. Battle arena, eh?
Remember, the tour meets up in front of the gate of the industrial area in the lower city. You'll have to be there at 6 p.m. Make sure you're not late, or they'll leave without you.
Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Whoa! Back off.
Hope they find peace.
Man, that one side quest required so much leather. What am I picking up here?
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Saviour. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching the
Enormous
description
weapon.
to the nearest security officer.
Okay, I may have time to run back to XIII.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Saviour. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
The Savior's a wanted woman.
Silver medal?
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Saviour. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying
Where's the station? Left.
an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Saviour. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security.
Miss Mighty Savior!
Ether coil? Got one done.
You did it! You made someone's what prayers mean you can't buy tickets in return?
Are you taking...
Head back. We got two people to talk to, I think. One of them is Armand. Then we gotta hand over the book to Randolph. Might as well be doing something during this period of time which we're waiting.
Stop by our store, you'll never need it.
There you are.
Hey, are you ready to tell me more about your friend? His story's pretty intriguing.
Oh, you're back. I knew you couldn't stay away forever. I wager you're dying to hear the rest of my friend's story. Now, where were we? Oh, right. He'd gotten transferred to a department that handled big stories and was given a huge one himself. It was a bribery case in Yusnaan. The woman suspected of the crime held quite a high position in the order.
Corruption at the very top of the church hierarchy, huh? Sounds like a pretty big story, all right.
It was indeed. Quite scandalous, actually. My friend pursued the case with a vengeance and published articles about it every day to keep the public informed of the facts. The woman was subjected to heavy criticism. A little too much, in fact. Turns out my friend was right about one thing. The saying is true. The pen is mightier than the sword. Unable to cope, she killed herself.
That must have been tragic for your friend. But he simply told the truth, that's all.
Well, the real tragedy is what followed. Shortly after her death, a document was uncovered. This document provided invaluable evidence in the case. It exonerated her of her crime. She was innocent.
So the articles written by your friend drove an innocent person to take her own life?
Yes, and he couldn't bear such a burden. I mean, who could? I'll have to tell you the rest of the story at another time.
Okay, that's two. Gotta be some other stuff here.
I'm late.
Hurry up.
We caught those dangerous heretics.
I also have to do the Dying Wish side quest too.
For this job.
Good morning.
A goddess or myth.
Oh, I'm gonna be late.
I'd like to meet the beautiful woman that's... said to have solved the case.
This way. Grocer. You're the one that missed, didn't I?
I saw a woman with rose-colored hair around these parts the other night. Quite mysterious. She seemed to have been inspecting the crime scene. There was something almost ethereal about her presence. She was something.
A lot of strange rumors are going around. People are whispering about ghosts and ghouls, of being haunted by dead girls. You don't believe them, do you?
I like to keep an open mind. If the stories are true, I'd like to help those people. They died because of me.
Light, what are you gonna do with that journal? Are you gonna give it to Ranulph? Do you think you should?
If he reads this, he'll remember everything, even the ugly past that he worked so hard to forget. He's lived happily for centuries.
Sometimes the truth does more harm than good. Do you think he'd be able to handle this? Because if you don't think he can, maybe he's better off not knowing.
I want to tell him the truth, but I don't know if I should. What's the right thing to do?
Got a hand in the book. See what happens.
Well, hello there. Have you tried Marlin's...
I'm glad to hear that. Ranulph, I have something to tell you. It's about your journal.
My journal? Did you find that old thing?
I did. I have it with me now, in fact.
That's fantastic.
Don't get too excited. You don't remember what's written in it for good reason. You made yourself forget. And some things are better left forgotten. Are you ready to accept the reality of your past? If not, please don't read it.
What do you mean, the reality of my past? I'd like to know. I may regret my decision, but yes, I'd like to read it. I'm prepared to face the truth.
You're absolutely sure?
Yes.
All right. Here it is. The part of your past you've been missing all this time.
I remember now. I had a wife and daughter, but they were taken from me. The killer was never caught, though not for a lack of trying. I pursued him with a vengeance for years, decades even.
Whether out of frustration or rage, eventually it became too much for you to bear. Your mind chose to forget that tragic event so you could keep on going with your life.
I can't believe I've been living a lie for so long. How could I have erased the memory of my lovely wife, my beautiful daughter, that laughter, their love?
I'm sorry. Maybe recovering the journal, maybe it wasn't for the best.
No, I'm grateful you helped me remember what happened. I needed to remember. Thank you. The truth surrounding the incident is still a mystery to this day. This can't be the way it ends. I need to know what happened to my family and why. I need closure. Truth is the only thing that will help me go on with my life.
Are you sure? You don't know the things you might uncover.
I'm sure.
Hope, I need to find out the truth behind this. I owe it to him. He deserves it. Now that he remembers his past, he needs closure.
He summoned up all of his courage to face the truth. The least we can do is help him learn it all. I'll do whatever